Hey guys, I just woke up, but I also just received a call back from the position that I interviewed yesterday for. And guess what? I got the job. I got the job at the rate that I wanted. And the package sounds good. I need to go wash my face. But I want to tell you guys that I did it, my first interview, and I got the job. So, ow. So before we get into the rest of the video, hopefully you hit that subscribe button and hit that like button. And I gotta go tell Samus now, so let's go to Samus's office. Can I come? Guess what? Guess not?
What happened?
Just guess.
You got the job?
I got the first job I interviewed for. And the recruiter said they'll send me over an email of the details. Hey guys, okay, so we have some explaining to do. So I got an offer for the job that I interviewed for. It was my first interview out of college. I took a 6 months hiatus and then got back into the game and started sending out my application, and I got an interview, and that interview led to an offer. So the offer was exactly what I wanted. I told them my hourly rate and everything, and they were willing to work with me, and they gave me an offer. And the offer came in about 2 or 3 hours after 3 hours after the interview, and I took a day to think about that offer and read through the benefits package and everything, went over it with Samus to make sure that everything was looking okay, and I decided to accept that offer. And I just did that this morning. So technically that means that your girl is now employed. Remember in the last video I said the next time you see me I'll be a working girl. Now I don't know if this is something that I will want to do for the rest of my life, as in terms of just work, but it's definitely an exciting new chapter of our lives, and I wanted to do it. I wanted to go out into the work world and see if it is for me. I'm doing it because I want to, and not really because I have to, but it's just I want to do that. So it's really exciting, and it's something that I want to fulfill for myself, so it's gonna feel really good for me. So everything is mostly official. I know my start date, and it is at the end of the last week of February, which is kind of what I requested, because I have family coming and I want to be able to see them, and we just might go somewhere for the last time before I actually start working, but not anything too big. If we decide to go, we might not. But anyways, if you're new to our channel and new to our journey, and you're not completely understanding what my field of study is, or anything about our educational background or stuff like that. So recently, about 6 months ago, I graduated from college with a bachelor's of science in clinical laboratory science. So that was my field of study. It was what I always wanted to do ever since I found out about the program. And basically with that degree, what you do is you basically work in a laboratory setting in a hospital or an independent doctor's office or something like that, and you process the samples that are taken from patients in order to give the physician a clue as to what is going on with that patient, because without the lab, the doctors literally have no clue what's going on with the patients, because you can't diagnose a patient based off of what you think is going on. You need tests to back up and prove that this patient really has this condition. So that's where I and other lab techs come in. The field of study is a really rigorous field. It is usually a 4-year, but it took me 6 years because I had to stop for a semester. I had to stop for a semester to work, and then I was only taking 3 courses a semester. So it took me a little bit longer than normal, but I finished, so that's what actually matters. And now I can go out and look for a job in my field. So it's not just a couple of college courses and then you graduate. After you graduate, there is a state certification exam, and a national certification exam that you have to take. It's called the ASCP boards exam. And yeah, so I took that in August 14th to be exact, and I passed it. It was the most nervous day of my life, and if you're following our channel for a long time, you saw that I pranked Simas about not passing that exam when I in fact did pass the exam. But yeah, I was just running a joke on Simas. But yeah, we have come a long way. I've been with Simas for most of the journey of me going to school. So he knows the struggle and the hardship of like me studying and me staying up late at nights and waking up early in the morning and studying in the bathtub and stuff like that. So it's been a rough ride, and the fact that I was able to finish, pass my exam, and then find a job so quickly after is just very rewarding. And that's one of the main reasons why I chose this field of study, because it's a professional program. So once you're done with that program, you do the exam, you go straight into working, and that's kind of what I wanted for myself, because I wanted to be sure that I could make good money after I'm done studying for so many years. So that's why I did exactly that. So thank you guys so much for the congratulations on the last video. It was only the interview, but now for sure the congratulations is needed, because I actually aced that interview and got offered a position that I want. And one more thing I'd like to say is that in my field, if you're starting out as a new tech, it's not easy to find a position that you want at a good time, because there's a lot of older technologists in our field that they have these day positions. So the fact that I was able to get a day position at a good rate, within reasonable distance to where we're thinking of moving, is all a plus. So when you guys are telling us, oh, you need to move to this state and that state and that state, one of the main reasons why we're not looking to do that is because of the pay that I'm able to get here in New York. It is astronomical compared to other states. And yes, cost of living in New York is also astronomical compared to other states, but the margin of pay to cost of living works better in our favor here. So that's what we're gonna do for the next couple of years. And yeah, it's gonna be an exciting new journey for us. And as I said before, we also have more news to announce to you guys, because there's a lot of things happening very rapidly, and it's gonna be really interesting. So thank you guys so much for tuning into this one and sticking around with us and hanging out with me and listening to all the things that I had to babble on about. But you guys, I saw in the comments, asked like, what are you studying and what's the process and everything. So that's why I wanted to take a little time to explain that to you guys. But anyways, your girl is now a working girl, okay? I'm officially employed with a W-2 and stuff like that. Oh yeah, also, not to say anything bad about YouTube. YouTube's been fun. It's been rewarding as well. We are able to get income from YouTube as well, so it's not like I was just not working and we were just relying on Simas's income. YouTube is actually a job, and a lot of people don't notice that you can actually survive and sustain a family on a YouTube salary if you make videos frequently enough and if your videos get enough views. The last thing I wanted to address before signing off this video is if we're gonna keep doing YouTube. And for now, I want to say yeah, like as long as time allows us to do it, we'll definitely be putting out videos. Maybe not as frequently, but we'll definitely try to keep the crowd interested and just keep putting out videos as much as possible. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this one, and let me know down below how you felt when you got your first interview out of college or just out of high school, depending on how you decided to get into the work world. How did you guys feel? Were you nervous? Were you excited, etc.? And yeah, that's it. I don't have anything more to say, because if not, I'm gonna be talking too much. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.